It's gonna be the greatest off season of all time. Yeah. I'm having my own podcast without doing nothing. People are out here asking me questions.
This is what streamers do, right?
Should I start streaming?
Oh God, no! Please, no.
Okay, this is kind of weird because like I've seen it happen live, and I started streaming before it was like Kai was streaming, but I don't even think Kai was that big of a name yet once I started streaming. But through the course of these past couple years, it just went up. Like I feel like Kai introduced streaming to mainstream culture and like of course black culture and all that and like celebrities and stuff. Now everybody want to get on the stream. I'm sorry, bruh, but you can't fake live viewers from having a name, bro. You gotta really be entertaining. I don't think these niggas got it. Like, I feel like it's gonna get like filled up. Like it's gonna just be a lot more streamers than it kind of already is. But they ain't gonna last that long unless you just get a good team. But you can't even get no team for live. Like, what they gonna do? Edit the live stream or something? I don't. Like, these niggas are not gonna be entertaining for real. It's like if it works, it works. I ain't against that. I mean, you just making Twitch a bigger platform. Like, YouTube is already a humongous enough platform anyway, and I'm still doing that. But I feel like all these celebrities and stuff, it's just gonna be a phase because these niggas don't know how to be entertaining for real. Phase.
ISO speed. Kaisenet, man, help a brother out, man. I want to start.
Please, let's not.
Why not?
Because we have 4 kids and a lot of other responsibilities.
I've seen them how they do it. They're actually really good at it.
I'm sure.
Engaging, they're very good.
I'm very sure. I'm just saying it's not right for you.
Why is that right for me?
Because it's just too
Do you know how
much
much money they make?
I think you're okay.
No, they make a lot of money, baby.
He's definitely, if one person is okay,
No.
it's definitely this nigga. But he don't need more money. So, I mean, if you looking at it like that, yeah, GG's, buddy. Because he's already going to be lying. You just going to be like, where's my viewers? Everybody join. This ain't no Instagram live. You just sit and talk. Even though niggas do that, but that's not the extent of streaming.
Baby.
Like, you're sitting on the timeline, scrolling. You see another Love Island clip. You see the Kevin Durant.
It's water.
But also, you notice that everybody is streaming. Everybody wants to stream. What is up with streaming? The streaming landscape has changed from its early inceptions of Justin TV. No longer are people sitting on
Justin
their computers
TV,
playing
bro.
World of Warcraft or whatever other silly game. No longer are the faceless creators reacting to their favorite YouTubers' videos.
Your age.
Streaming has become the mainstay and the main way that people are conveying their content onto these mainstream platforms. And to be honest with you, streaming has opened up some different heights that I would argue no other form of content has ever opened up to. I mean, literally just this past weekend, Kai Cenat is with LeBron James locking in streams.
Hey, shout out to him, bro.
And on particular day, would you ever come on an official stream?
For sure. It's time.
That's crazy.
Time?
Yeah, it's time.
So I could beat your
How would
ass.
LeBron be on stream?
Yeah, but we gonna get down.
We gonna get down. All right, say less.
And he's impressing rising NBA star Victor Wembanyama on stream as well. I mean, you would think that Victor Wembanyama, who was in the presence of Tom Brady and LeBron James while doing the podcast, would be smiling about that, but no. Because he was on Kai Cenat's stream, he was cheesing from ear to ear.
And it's the guy with the front row seat.
Yeah, you on stream, bro.
You gotta check when he comes out. When all of these people come out.
It's crazy how Kyle was just, he was a streamer like us. Now niggas just reach out to get on his stream. He don't gotta ask nobody to be on his stream. Niggas want to be on his stream, bro, and he could turn niggas down. Niggas throwing him all type of money to be on their stream. That's how it need to be. Don't pay nobody to be on your stream. Don't do what Aiden Ross did. You gonna mess it up for everybody, bro.
Who is getting literal rock star treatment, or IShowSpeed getting the rock treatment. It seems like streaming has opened up doors and avenues that weren't normally possible when you uploaded your 8-minute YouTube video or you made your little short form TikTok dance.
Yep.
Streaming is doing something that it's never done before. It's even making other famous people in different industries like the music entertainment industry think about switching their careers. And maybe that's because there's something to it that, like, you don't have all the restrictions that you once did with a label label, or you have the ability to drop whatever you want to, say whatever you want to, not have this gangster act, not be stuck on this strict regimen, and just ultimately can have fun talking to your community, being your real personal selves, and still making a hell of a lot of money.
I want to start doing. I'm gonna start streaming. I'm gonna stop doing music. I'm gonna start streaming. For real?
Young Thug.
No, don't do that. Then they're gonna blame me.
We can swap lives. All of us.
No.
We'll start making music. You stream.
I mean, that just shows that streaming is just being another thing. Okay, I'll say it. Twitch did say this, and it was so misconstrued. They was like, basketball and being a rapper as two things black people can do. And a lot of people who are rappers, they ain't really in it for like music. They just like, they might be decent at music. They might decently like music, but they not truly passionate. They just saw the money. And hey, you got the money, shoot. But streaming might look more fun, and they getting money, maybe more money with less niggas hand up your ass. So like, I feel like that's that looks good from the outside in. So that's why like it might be another avenue for. I mean, it is. I'm black and I'm doing this, but I mean, shoot, this ain't my end goal for real. But I feel like I was definitely passionate about it. I probably wanted to be a YouTuber first. I am still a YouTuber basically. But this is definitely another avenue for black kids to look up to. So, hey, I'm just a part of history from that. I mean, that's cool, you know?
Don't do that. They're gonna. Wait, when's the album drop, bro?
I think I'm gonna start streaming.
No, don't do that. They're gonna get mad at me.
Wait,
please.
hold on, yeah.
No, they're gonna kill us.
This looks bad.
No, please.
I'm telling you.
When you drop it down.
Doing rap just like, I want to just start streaming. Cause y'all live like a cool life.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Y'all got cats walking around this bitch.
You just do whatever you do in real life.
Crazy life.
Ish,
And you
kind
got
of.
some fucking bangers.
Well, shit, bro. It's a good thing that you did because that shit ended up, you know what I mean, panning out to say the least.
Hell no, there's more money in this shit, bro. I should be doing what y'all doing.
Nah, there isn't just more money in it. Like, I mean, it might be because, you know, rappers don't make as much as they put on. But, I mean, there might be more money because rappers don't make as much as we think they do. But you're not just going to get that money that niggas like Kai is getting. You got to earn it, nigga. It's not just free money. So there might be a higher ceiling. Or not really. It might be more people making money on average, but that don't mean you could do it. So that's not just what's like insured for you if you start streaming. So definitely don't come into streaming with that as your goal.
I don't know. There are rare
Get like y'all, man.
cases.
Now, Devin Booker could be trolling because even though he's stuck in the abyss that is the Phoenix Suns organization, he did just sign a 2-year, $150
Basketball
million
is definitely one that them niggas make crazy money, bro. Like, nah, keep playing basketball, bro. I mean, it might be physically taxing, but like, the money, I mean, that's a good trade-off.
And that is an insane amount of money, but I believe that he believes that he has to put in much more work, much harder work than the average streamer does. And if you look at
they make crazy more money.
These content creators and some of these streamers are now living, it may seem like it equals up to the lifestyle of an NBA player with just a little bit less overhead. I mean, Aiden Ross just literally bought a $25 million estate.
This is not no streamer, bro. This is Aiden Ross. And this is Kazanet, bro. Dream big, but that's not that. Streamers ain't just getting this, bro.
That's watch collection.
These are some of the biggest streamers of all time.
They are starting to literally live like these rappers, these ball players, all these people without having all the restrictions. And now they're even starting to get to the point where the IG groupies and the IG baddies who used to just be reserved for rappers and, you know, basketball players, football players, or whatever the case may be, are now starting to migrate over into the streaming world and participate with them. Now, I will say for a lot of these people, this is a kind of a misguided step. There's been a lot of backlash for some of these rappers or entertainers hopping into the streaming lane as of late because honestly,
I don't have a complete problem with it because like if you're a good streamer, then why not? But there are people who are looking into it for the wrong reason. and they are diluting the space a bit. Niggas like Deshae, the niggas like that is putting bullshit content on there. So it is kind of becoming more brain dead. But I mean, we hit a good point from like 2019, 2020 to like 2022, what 2023 maybe. That was like the sweet spot for like at least black creators, because before that, them white niggas, Twitch was so racist. Twitch was so edgy and racist, bro. Niggas, when they started to see our side, they wasn't like, Eddie Ross ain't even black, but like he's on the blacker side. He brought up this side, kind of, you know. And when them niggas started to see us grow, it was some weird comments. Like niggas just throw some random shots for no reason. Like niggas like XQC, the second the black nigga do something, he's so critical of it. I don't see XQC being that critical of anybody else, but they just happen to be black. How is he hating on Kai? What do Kai do, bro? That nigga just be on stream, having fun, acting a fool. He finds some way to hate every time he do something, bro. Niggas like that.
Just not good at it.
That's a good angle. Ain't nobody on there, Brandon. It says 0 viewers.
That's what I said, bro. You don't just get free viewers. You got to work.
Oh, we're talking to ourselves.
That's why I'm not that pressed about it. Because you get the viewers, you got to bring something to the table.
Sitting around looking at a phone, saying, chat, what we doing?
Yeah, again. This ain't no Instagram Live. Don't just sit here just sitting there talking. You got to put like some actual content. And again, there's no why I'm not that mad. Them niggas not getting nowhere. Who watching that?
What we doing is probably the worst way of streaming. Like that's streaming 001, 101, whatever you want to say.
Like
but everybody
Instagram Live
for a bag chase, honestly, is going to end up falling flat. Now, this isn't a new concept.
Same thing
in this
I
world.
said.
We've seen people from different various niches see that other content creators are having fun in different niches, or other celebrities are having fun in different niches, and they decide to dip their toe in it. They also see people having success, but most times that they don't see is that a lot of people aren't having success when they do this. You remember the podcasting era from about a year or two ago when everybody in their mama had a
that
podcast?
shit was
Think about how many of those podcasts are still here to this day. Think about how many of those
not even
podcasts
peer-to-peer,
are actually
bro.
successful.
Peer-to-peer
It's
was
funny
such a
because the
good
same
one.
Podcasts that were successful back then and were at the peak back then are still successful to this day. And that means
Joe
that
Rogan
those
and them.
that decided to enter the game late because they saw it was some sort of fun, or they thought they had a thought-provoking conversation, realized quick, fast, in a hurry that either they're not entertaining, not thought-provoking, and there wasn't a lot of money in it. Now, I will say that is a little bit different, though, in the general content creation space, because there is a lot of money in it. Forbes put out their top 50 creators.
Man, that shit is not right.
Ranking them by earnings. And you would be surprised at how many of the content creators that we know and love from the streaming and YouTube generation era, whatever the case may be, actually made that list. But I will say that the bag shouldn't be the only reason why you rush into this content creation game. That's why a lot of these people fizzle out or end up doing some of the stupidest shit on the internet to be broadcasted in front of thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people on a daily basis. And I think it's cool all in all, but at some point you have to realize that you are still a human and you are yourself. And that's why you see content creators like Dabo get into these humiliation rituals where his girlfriend literally humiliates him for content. And then even on the flip side, where his girlfriend gets emotional on camera because she only got into this content creation game in order to escape poverty.
Like my dad never guided me. He never guided me. He never knew what was going on in my life. He never knew nothing about us. Like, he was just there. He was just inconsistent. And
it's loud. Like, we could tell.
There. That's why I feel like I really have a lot to learn, because my dad wasn't there to teach me it. But I do have the best mom in the world. Literally, you know what's so crazy? My parents have never, ever, ever lived in a brick house, y'all. I grew up in a trailer. I was the person to do this for my family. I was the person that is gonna give my family the dream that they came to America for.
Hey, that's real.
I'm that person. That's why I work so hard. And I do what I do. And I don't care. I'll do anything for money. I'll do anything for money, because nobody's gonna pay your bills. Nobody's gonna come ask you. None of your friends are gonna come ask you.
It ain't the broke Olympics, but like, being broke don't make you just be a person to do anything for money. We all was broke, bro. That's like, it's the top 1%. The other 99% of us is broke. I don't think that's all the way accurate. But you get the point. Yeah, being broke and doing anything for money aren't two things. You don't just do that because you're broke. That's you. I think that's an excuse. That's the excuse. Never mind. But that's the excuse a lot of them use.
How you been? Like,
it's
are
easy
you doing
money.
Good? Like, nobody's
I
gonna
guess.
check up on you and see if you're doing good. Like, you need to do shit for yourself. Fuck what anybody gotta say.
Her friends must be B. Simone.
Fuck what anybody gotta say. You gotta do this shit for yourself. You got one fucking life.
I guess that's the reason why she was twerking in the Ice Spice video underage, or, you know, admits to using Dabo in this humiliation content, which there's a whole bunch of colorism
stuff like that. If you in it, if you like, you might get the views. If you doing stuff that's like cheap and quick, you will fall off just as quick, bro. You gotta make. I feel like, you know, it is subjective, but stuff like that don't last. And if you do, you probably just gotta keep wrapping it up, and it just gets to a toxic point. You gotta make stuff that's like pure for real. Like, if you doing some cash grab stuff, some bait, and that's just all your name is, your career will reflect that, bro. Your fan base will reflect that. If you just want the quick, the instant, you don't want to just sit here for 3 years with 2 viewers, I mean, it's gonna reflect that for real.
Conversations that go into that conversation, but ultimately she is willing to humiliate a man and potentially look promiscuous or whatever the case may be, not caring about her digital footprint, all for the sake of this streaming and internet money. Now, I'm not necessarily worried about a lot of these people because honestly, most of them will fail. Just like I talked about with the podcast generation or the TikTok generation, or hell, even the YouTube generation. Most people aren't entertaining enough to continuously maintain in one space. That's why they keep revolving into the next one and the next one to cling on to whatever they have. Young Miami is literally hopping on stream and is arguably one of the most boring streamers we have ever seen in modern times. But I think that's a reflection of her music career as well. After the whole breakup with JT and the City Girl shtick being done, she's...
Bro. JT was all... Am I pointing to the right person? She was all the group, bro. I don't really ever like that type of rap. If you know me, you know. The stuff you can twerk to, not even just because I'm a boy. Most of the time, just sound wise, they don't be, them niggas can't rap. Yeah, I feel like JT was a good bit better than Young Miami, even though their biggest hit was from Lil Yachty. But yeah, there was a skill gap in this group.
Pretty much done musically, and now she's just trying to get into the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. Another reason why a lot of them won't continuously be successful, they'll ultimately fail, is because they think that streaming has to be tied to a man. And I'm specifically talking about the women in this conversation. They end up going down this path of continuously be putting in these situations to be sexualized for a male audience that doesn't necessarily want them, until they end up crying on camera like cookie.
Now I know. I'm not even talking about who on the screen. I'm talking about this nigga right here. I know there might be more things to account that make somebody have an image like this, but even if there might be even if the only reason people like this can be successful is because of weird ass men throwing their money at it. I mean, this is exactly why you shouldn't do stuff like this. Even she ain't even doing all that crazy, bro. But having that type of image, I don't recommend it, bro. That's quick money, bro. You're not gonna get a positive outcome out of something that you do quick. That's what I feel, bro. Unless you could pivot and then just. Because, there was niggas who clip formed it first and then shifted into doing more concrete content. But you going to have to make that shift.
Working with Kaya the other week because now she's receiving so much hate and backlash from people who are calling her out for what she's doing. Treating streaming like OnlyFans is not the way to go. You have to actually build an audience as opposed to shaking ass with your hand out, like JT said. And ultimately, the skills don't transfer. Yeah, we like to see Giannis play basketball. Yeah, we like to see, I don't know, all these other hoopers shoot jump shots or football players catch balls or whatever. That does not then translate into being a good streamer. You have an audience based off of your athletic gifts or maybe your rapping ability, but the ability to maintain an audience's attention span for your 3-hour streams 4 times a week, a lot of people don't have that. And then ultimately you're inconsistent as hell too, because I've seen a lot of players do these things in the off season and then spend the whole regular season not streaming, not creating content. There's no clips about you, none of that stuff, and somebody will come in and take that attention span. I'm glad that streaming has gone to total new heights and stuff like that. You know, I'm seeing Aiden Ross with Donald Trump or Sneeko with Mayor Adams on.
I gotta give him a fire, even though we don't like Aiden, we don't like Trump, but like, take the names out. A streamer having the president, nigga, we gotta give him something for that. I don't even like Aiden right now, bro. Like, but you gotta respect it, bro. Just having the president, crazy. On your stream, bro. No, nobody done that. Let's see. Okay. Swoozy, right? That was Swoozy. He did a video with Barack Obama. I feel like right there, that's probably the biggest feat of any, because Barack Obama was just a more like president, I guess, and black, you know. So those are like top 2 feats just because it's the president, nigga.
On stream, and while these might be places that we don't think that streaming should be just yet, especially because those two guys don't know how to handle those conversations, it seems as if not only are streamers recognizing their power, but the powers that be are recognizing the powers of streaming, and they both might be grifting off each other, but this seems to be a legitimate place, space, and category for content creation that is bigger than just the desk. It's no longer just a video game, it's no longer just a faceless camera. It's a place and space that can build you up to where you are living out your dreams of being on the BET red carpet like Kai, Tylil, and Zoe. It's a medium of content that once wasn't explored or thought so highly of.
What did Zoe do at first? Because she just started streaming. I like literally don't know what she did to get like this far. Because she like actually like 2 months ago she started streaming, something like that. What was she doing at first? Because she used to be on people's streams, but like I don't know what she did to get there at first.
But is now the new mainstay. It is new mainstream.
Was she a YouTuber or something?
Content. And I applaud those who do go into it, but I do want to give a warning message to those that are thinking about doing it. Just like anything else, everybody is not a streamer. It takes a lot out of you. And honestly, you don't want to lose yourself into the streaming content world. Because I see a lot of people lose themselves on a day-to-day basis behind their streaming shit, and it is not pretty. With that being said, follow me on twitch.com/.
I start on Twitch.
End of the month stream still over here. More streams to come.
Yo.
I'm gonna put the YouTube videos down and start streaming.
Facts. All right.